Hey guys, what is going on everyone? Vitaly Dubin is here, super excited to welcome each and every single one of you to this very special call. Today we're going to talk about the hottest, I believe, DeFi project of 2021 and how life-changing it is. I want to share with you how you can potentially turn a handful of hundreds of dollars into tens of thousands of dollars potentially without being a financial expert or a master marketer. I want to share with you guys how this DeFi project works. And this coin, ever since we launched it just a handful of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, actually, on Uniswap, which, as you know, Uniswap is the leading decentralized exchange in the world right now. The Ethereum blockchain processing over $1 billion in transactions a day. And ever since it launched 3 weeks ago, this coin that first listed on about a couple of dollars, right now, guys, this coin price is, well, just a little bit over $330, which is over 16,000% increase. And you may wonder right now, wow, are we late to the party? Like what is going on right now? And I can tell you guys that this is just the beginning, because we barely just got started with this project, just a handful of weeks. All right, so it's a very exciting journey. You know, I've been in the crypto space for over 4 years, and I can tell you right now, researching the crypto space every single day, DeFi is where you need to be right now. The DeFi space has exploded from just less than $1 billion, was just, you know, in summer 2020, less than $1 billion. Right now we have over $38 billion locked into the DeFi projects, and this trend is not going to end anytime soon. We are seeing more and more people are joining the DeFi train, and this can actually expand by 10x in any market that you have ever seen, guys. So this is exciting. This is absolutely exciting times to be alive. And you know, we're going to talk about this project, how it works, and handful of things that really drew me away. I just got started with this a couple of days ago. Chris Hawk messaged me, and I'm very grateful for that. I know Chris for many years. He's a serial entrepreneur. He's built systems, built companies to a very large extent, and he is a role model for many entrepreneurs in the space. So first thing when I understood and realized, hey, Chris is part of this, and he's helping with this project, I know it's going to be, just based on the previous track record of what Chris has been able to do in our industry. So I'm very excited about that. So I started staking this coin at $142, and you know, it was just a couple of days ago. Right now it's $330, and I'm like, wow, this is absolutely crazy what's happening. And to have a project where this is the first DeFi coin like this, as far as I understand, that every participant is also a liquidity provider, and there is absolutely no advantages to the people that created this project. There is no you know, influencers fees and some kind of coins that were pre-mined or in the back pockets for the developers. It works differently, and with this project, you're not leaving your money with any company that is centralized, with any exchange. So essentially, it's all based on a smart contract, and you get to share also the revenues of all the decentralized applications that are being built for this coin project. So the name of it is NRGY. I'm going to learn everything about it. We'll do a Q&A in the end. Pay close attention, guys. This can really be that opportunity once in a lifetime to change your financial life. I've been very impressed with everything, just getting started. So I think what's best right now, I'm going to pass it to Chris to just talk a couple minutes, introduce Joanne, and Joanne is going to share with us more in depth about how it all started, how does it work, you know, everything that you need to know about this project, and then also at the end share with us some exciting information behind the scenes of what's cooking right now, what we can anticipate in the coming weeks and months from this project. So, Chris, take it away for a moment. Introduce yourself. Introduce Duane. Let's rock it.
Awesome. Thanks, Vitaly. You know, it's interesting. It's been, how long has it been since we've been on a webinar together? Years? I think it's been years.
It was 5 or 6 years.
It's been a minute. For those who don't know, Vitaly and I had worked together in a company I owned called iPass. And so this was about 5 years ago. And, you know, we were doing presentations together. We were doing live events at that time, when pre-COVID, of course. And, you know, it's interesting, things have come full circle again. So I appreciate you guys being on here. I just want to create a simple introduction to what is happening, because I'm going to tell you something. I didn't know what DeFi was 6 months ago, 7 months ago. Okay. But here's what happened. I was living in the Philippines. I was working on another project, company of mine. And I started getting word about financial technology, started seeing huge markets of people moving in a direction. I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to tech, but I know some very, very smart people that do. And so my skill, I always say my superpower, is seeing where markets are going. And I'm pretty good, not always, but pretty good at getting in front of where those markets move. And so that's the key to any of this. If anybody says, hey, what's the key to business, is getting in front of the market before it gets there, or being the first to the game, to the party. So I kind of switched industries a little bit last year and said, hey, I need to double down, triple down on fintech, on financial technology. And so I started looking for a team. I started looking for developers. I started looking into everything, DeFi, all this stuff. I had no idea what it was. I was consulting for companies that were financial technology companies, but I wasn't in it. And so here we are. I was working with my business partner, who's on here right now, Duane, and we were working on another project. We were working on a really cool trading platform that allows people to trade using simulated funds, and we started building there. And that's how I met Alan. And Alan is I call him the rocket scientist behind Energy, behind this coin, behind this financial platform that you're going to learn about. So because I was working on that other project, it kind of just turned up that this thing came into play. This was Alan's brainchild, and Duane was piggybacking with that and working with him real close. And so I started to enter the picture, and here we are today, and seeing the huge momentum that is happening. And I'm going to tell you, before I hand it over to my partner, that this is a special project. This isn't about a coin. This isn't about some, how high is the price going to get? It's none of that. What this does is it changes things. It creates opportunity for regular people. And I don't say that to be cliche, because we've all heard that before. But what this is it offers the opportunity for developers, investors, and marketers to participate in a space that really hasn't been available, to be able to build decentralized apps with an asset, a high value asset, this coin, to be able to do incredible things. And as an investor myself, and as you guys who want to be investors and take part in the coin, yes, you can make money with that, but all of a sudden now we have an opportunity to share the success of other applications. So imagine one of your favorite apps that you use, or favorite applications and software that you use, it goes on to Energy and it becomes successful. And what do you think happens to that? That's the Apple ecosystem. Look at Apple's business model. Apple built their business based on their app store. That's what Energy is. It's a financial system. It also has an asset. It has a coin attached to it. It also allows people to invest into it. But the backbone of this, you guys, is so much greater than I think people realize, because we get caught up in the hype. We get caught up in the excitement of the increase of the coin or whatever. But truth be told, what is happening in the background with the app development, with the type of institutional investors that are looking at this, the attention we're getting, it's very exciting in that regard. So I just want to kind of lay that foundation. I'm excited about it. I know a lot of you are excited. Vitaly, I know you're excited about it. First of all, it's different, right? It's something that's refreshing, that we get to do something that's ethical, that's finally has a really great backbone to it, that's a long-term project. And, you know, we don't have to worry about any of that, the loopholes or any of that. So anyways, I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Duane. And just to say, you guys, I've seen him do things that I haven't seen a lot of regular traders do before. He knows how to manage risk. He's not just a trader that'll say, buy this coin or do this. He's one of the best traders I've met, but he also is one of the greatest educators on how to manage your risk, just as a trader, as somebody looking into crypto. And that's a big deal, because a lot of people get into crypto and they don't know what they're doing, and they risk too much, or they act emotionally about things. So Dwayne is one of the best when it comes to that, which is a huge advantage for all of you today to hear this. But he's going to explain DeFi. He's going to explain the energy coin. I know he's super jacked up. He's probably running on about an hour of sleep, because I was talking to him at, I don't know what time it was in the morning. So anyways, Dwayne, brother, take it over. Tell these guys what this is all about, and I'm excited to see what they think.
All right, man, guys, I'm going to try to be pumped and excited. I am pumped and excited, man. I'll tell you what, I'm tired too. It's been a long journey. You know, it's always funny. I joke with people. I say, you know how you can tell when it's been a busy week for me? And they say, how? I say, when you get me unshaven at the end of the week, you know that I have not had any time at all. But guys, I am super pumped about energy. I really am. You know, DeFi, decentralized finance, it's kind of a play on words, right? Because we're defying centralized authority, right? We're defying centralized banking system. But DeFi, decentralized finance, guys, this is probably going to be the biggest market that you could see in 10 lifetimes. I mean, I don't even know how to put it into perspective. It is a huge market. You're going to hear a lot about it. We're basically taking the power away from the centralized banking system. We're putting it back into the hands of people. The analogy that I kind of like to give for DeFi, guys, crypto was really the first nail in the coffin for centralized banking system. Why? What did crypto do? It allowed you to be your own bank. You got to be your own bank, right? But people still needed banks. They still had to get car loans. They still had to get home loans. They still had to get real estate loans, all these things. Well, DeFi is changing that, completely changing that. And if crypto was the first nail in the coffin for the centralized banking system, I'm here to tell you that DeFi will be the final nail in the coffin for the centralized banking system. It is that big of an industry. So
like $100 trillion market overall.
Unbelievable. Like, you're literally talking about the whole world financial system just changing into this different model. And it's not just the crypto market, guys. DeFi is coming to the stock markets. It's coming to the commodities. It's coming to many different markets. And so I want to go ahead and I want to explain to you a little bit about DeFi, how it works and how it's a little different than the norm. And then I'm going to tell you about energy and what I'm so excited about. And I'm going to turn it over to Chris. So let me go ahead and share my screen.
I'll make you a host.
Okay.
There you go.
So let me go ahead and, all right. So guys, this is our coin that, we deployed about a little less than 3 weeks ago. We're on week 3 right now, guys. The current price is $334 a coin, $334. Pretty impressive. But you got to understand how DeFi works, how this what I call cookie jar system works, because more and more people are starting to understand it. And believe it or not, it's actually simpler to understand than the traditional market. So in the traditional market, I'm just going to go to let's just go to a chart here, for instance. Okay. I got a trade. I have a lot of different charts pulled up. I am a trader. So in the centralized market, it doesn't matter if it's crypto, it doesn't matter if it's stocks, it doesn't matter if it's Forex, it doesn't matter what it is. In the centralized market, you've got this bid and ask system. You got these people saying, hey, I'm willing to buy it for this price. And you got these people willing to say, hey, I want to sell for this price. This guy says, hey, I'll buy this for 16.7 cents. This guy says, no, I want 16.988 cents. And somehow they meet in the middle. Either the buyers come up and they buy from the sellers, or the sellers come down and they sell to the buyers. And the market moves. This is how the traditional markets work. Bitcoin, same way. Stocks, same way. Any kind of market, the traditional market has this bid and ask system that's really based on speculation. The DeFi market is not based on speculation. And here's what I mean by that. Nobody really knows the true liquidity that's behind Bitcoin. You see, what is the price of Bitcoin today? Just out of curiosity. I haven't even had a chance to look at it today. Bitcoin is today, it is 53,000, almost $54,000. That's the price of Bitcoin today. Okay. So $54,000 for Bitcoin, that's just the price that somebody's willing to pay for Bitcoin. If there's no buyers willing to buy at that price, the price goes down. The DeFi model is not dependent on buyers willing to buy at a certain price. The DeFi model is based around a liquidity pool. So I want to explain to you how this works. You got this cookie jar. I want you to think of this as a cookie jar, right? It's like a grain bin, or just think of it as a cookie jar. You've got dollars and you've got coins in the cookie jar, okay? Dollars and coins. When you want to buy, you don't connect, you don't log into an account, you don't connect an account, you connect your wallet. You see, in DeFi, the DeFi system, nothing connects to you as a person, it connects to your wallet. So you don't even have a login, you just literally connect your wallet, you reach into the cookie jar, you grab out coins, and you put in dollars. Now, when you do that, what that does is you're increasing the dollars, you're decreasing the supply, and the price goes up. Then when you want to sell, you swap coins for dollars. You're reaching in the cookie jar, you're grabbing out dollars, and you're putting coins back into the cookie jar. This is how DeFi works. Pretty simple, right? It's actually a lot simpler than our current centralized banking model. So you're not dependent on a buyer willing to pay a price. You've got real liquidity that backs the DeFi market up. And either you're reaching your hand in the cookie jar and you're swapping dollars for coins, or you're swapping coins for dollars. Guys, it's really that simple. You also have a third option that's called add liquidity. When you add liquidity, you put in an equal amount of dollars and you put in an equal amount of coins. And what happens is, as the price goes up, your dollars go up and your coins go down. As the price goes down, your dollars go down and your amount of coins go up, okay? And it fluctuates. You're adding an equal amount of dollars and equal amount of coins. But for providing liquidity, you get a share in the fees from people swapping into dollars and swapping into coins, since you are a liquidity provider. And your share of these fees depends on your percentage of the liquidity pool. So if you have 1% of the liquidity pool, you would get 1% of the fees. 5%, 5%, 10%, 10%. And so guys, this is how DeFi works. You really have three options. You can buy, you can sell, and you can add liquidity. And it's all based around this liquidity pool, and much different than the centralized system. Again, it does not connect to you as a person, it connects to your wallet. So let's talk about energy, and let's talk about why energy is so exciting, you know, now that you kind of understand the DeFi model. The reason that energy is so exciting, guys, I'm going to tell you what, I'm not the greatest PowerPoint maker in the world. You know, I've got good people around me.
Show them maybe for a second the energy.
I'm going to tell you what, I put together something just to help me flow, guys, a little bit. I will get this. It's been so incredibly busy. So I gave it to my assistant and I said, hey, whip up something quick for me. Just put it on some background so it could kind of keep me on flow when I talk about energy. So you got a part of my PowerPoint making skills. But guys, I almost laugh at this because I just told them to whip this together a couple of days ago. And if you notice, it says we just deployed a new DeFi coin. It went from $2 to over 170 in the first week. And guys, we're way past that now. We're about $335 a coin right now. And, you know, of course, there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees. I'm very, very honest with things. But guys, we really believe that this coin has the potential to go into the thousands, if not tens of thousands, fairly quickly. And you're going to understand why here in a second. So let's talk about that. There's 4 points about this coin that separate it from anything else. Guys, this is the first DeFi coin with an elastic supply, which means that new coins can only be minted and produced if new liquidity comes in. Why is that important? Because when you have all these coins that you see staking, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of those rewards, the yield rewards that you see, they're kind of BS rewards. What are they doing? They're basically printing more money. They're printing this reward endlessly. But if there's no new liquidity to come in to back up the rewards they're printing, all they're really doing is devaluing their coin. This coin doesn't do that. It only mints if new liquidity comes in, which is huge. It's also the first DeFi coin where every holder is also a liquidity provider. And guys, this is really going to be the app store of DeFi, or what we call DApp, decentralized applications. So we've got all these different developers that are building dApps up on this Energy platform, okay? Think of it as the app store of, like Apple's the app store, for instance, right? People go buy apps through Apple. Apple makes 30% and they keep it all to themselves. Well, Energy really is the currency for all those different app developers, for all of their customers and whatnot. And you have all these app developers that are building dApps upon the Energy platform. And these could be anything from a game to our first app is coming out. It's an algorithm that connects to people's TD Ameritrade account and it trades stocks automatically. There's so many different dApps, okay? Just like Apple App Store has so many different apps, but these are all decentralized applications. And so what happens is the developers of those dApps, they get 80%. 20% of the revenues go back to the stakeholders of Energy. So the developer gets 80% of the revenues, the stakeholders get 20% of the revenues. So let's continue on here. I want you guys to understand.
Can you explain a little bit, Dwayne, about this first dApp, the Ameritrade and the stocks, and how the revenues are generated with this?
Yes, it's going to be called Trade Genie. And by the way, everything's on the IPFS. I'm going to talk about that here in a second.
Yeah,
it's going to be called Trade Genie. So customers will literally pay for that service using Energy. Okay, they're going to pay to use that service. That service may even have a community builder rewards built in. It depends on the developer, the different dApps that are on the Energy financial system. So as customers pay Energy to use this dApp to be able to trade stocks automatically on their TD Ameritrade account, that generates revenues. And 80% of that Energy that's paid goes to the developer. 20% of that Energy that's paid goes to the stakeholders of Energy. So that's a little bit about how it works. And I don't want to spill the beans too much on that dApp that's coming out, but it's going to be a good one. And there's some other ones as well. So let's go ahead and talk about the second point. Guys, this is the world's first true DeFi coin, as there are 0 advantages to the creators of this coin. I can't stress this enough. There are no developer fees. There's no pre-mine supply someone keeps in their back pocket. There's no influencer fees where somebody has a bunch of coins they can dump on the market at some point. It is completely fair and a level playing field for everyone. Guys, this is designed exactly the way Satoshi Nakamoto designed Bitcoin. And this means a lot of developers will want to build apps upon this coin for those very reasons as well. The only advantage that Satoshi and the early adopters of Bitcoin had is the only advantage that the creators and early adopters of Energy have, and that's that we're the first to own the coin. Okay, we're the first to own the coin. But the creators of the coin, they had to put up liquidity. They had to put up their own money just like anybody else. And this makes it really unique because it really makes it a level playing field for all. There's no, you think about that, a lot of DeFi coins, they have developer cuts. They have pre-mine supplies. They have coins they give to big influencers that to kind of get the word out, and then they eventually get dumped on the market. This coin doesn't have any of that. And that's a really big plus. The crypto community really likes that. Now, let's go into the next point. And this is probably my favorite one, guys. My favorite one. Because those of you who follow me know I'm all about freedom. Who's all about freedom? This is pretty awesome, guys. This is really awesome. This is truly, truly, truly decentralized. What do I mean? You see, the websites of all the DeFi coins you see out there are hosted on a centralized server somewhere. And they all have domain names with someone, you know, registered domain names with someone like a GoDaddy, right? This coin doesn't have any of that. Not a centralized server. There's no registered domain name with any centralized authority. This coin was launched on the what's called IPFS, Interplanetary File System. And if you don't know what the Interplanetary File System is, it's basically a bunch of different devices. It's all peer-to-peer, a bunch of different devices around the world that transmit information. It's secure, and it is lightning fast, guys. There's no centralized server that somebody can shut down. There's no centralized domain name. There's none of that. So you actually see this funky address with Energy, and it's because it's not on a centralized server. It's on the IPFS, the Interplanetary File System.
You can't confuse the two. It doesn't look like a regular address with all these dots.
Yep. It's pretty awesome, guys. It really is. It's like it's Web 2.0. You know, again, this is a reason a lot of developers will want to create apps with this coin, and a huge reason the crypto community will want in on it quickly. I want you guys to understand one thing. I want to add one thing here. When we deployed the contract for Energy, we relinquished all control of it to the community. Literally all control. This is not a governance contract, and that's a really good thing, because in a governance contract, it allows somebody to buy a bunch of coins and actually change the terms of the contract. The terms of Energy's contract can never be changed. The rules are set, they're finite, nobody can touch them. Not only that, when we launched it on the IPFS, this thing is unstoppable. It's not dependent on anyone. It's not dependent on any server, not dependent on any person, not dependent on literally anyone. This thing is a monster. It is unstoppable, guys. And the last thing about Energy that the crypto community really likes, and this is a really important one, you are not giving your money to a company. You're not really even leaving it with a traditional exchange. You think about like Cryptopia and Mt. Gox and things like that. You're not even leaving it really with a traditional exchange. You truly have full control over your own funds. You put your money into a liquidity pool in the form of a smart contract, and you can withdraw that smart contract at any time based on whatever the value of that smart contract is. Your money is your money. You can withdraw that at any time. Guys, there's no need to do KYC or give up any of your privacy with DeFi. And this is really big, and I want you guys to listen closely. You are not at the mercy of any company. You're not at the mercy of any exchange. And you're not at the mercy of any government. Guys, that's huge. Not the mercy of any company, exchange, or government. So, guys, people will flock to this. I believe that we have the potential to make a lot of money very quickly. And my only question is, are you ready to change your life? And are you ready to get energized? So I'm going to turn it over to Chris, and he is going to take it from here and tell you all about the community builder plan and how that works. And guys, you can earn two ways. I want to just say one thing. You can earn two ways with Energy. You can stake, and you can earn coins from the staking rewards, but you're also given this cool community builder link, right? Where you can share it with other people. And you earn rewards for sharing it with other people. And that community builder link doesn't connect to you as a person. It connects to your wallet. It is so, need I say it, guys, it's just badass. It really is. It's so badass because literally this thing connects to your wallet. And as you get paid, as you refer on other people, as you invite other people, that reward is paid directly into your wallet, like lightning fast within the blink of an eye. You don't have to request a withdrawal. There's no company involved. There's nothing there. It's brilliant. So I'm going to turn it over to Chris, and he's going to show it to you and tell you about this. Chris?
Yep.
Floor is yours.
Dwayne, man, you do that presentation so well. I think you've done it a couple times. It's fun to watch because you guys, I remember when it was at $5. And I remember waiting several days and what happened. It's exciting to see that liquidity, as he mentioned, that cookie jar model. It's really important that people understand that you always have control of your money here. That's the one thing I can tell you. If all the things that I've ever done in the last 15 years, guys, I got started back when Google, in the Google days, it was like printing money, okay? And everything I've done, you've always had to send your money to a company. You had to send your money to another person. There's always a transaction between these entities. The reason why this is so powerful is you control your funds at all times. You put it into the liquidity pool. You can let it go to work for you. Just think of it like a savings account. You can earn interest on that money. You can take it out at any time. Nobody can tell you when or how to take your money out and what to do with it. Nobody controls that. So that's the power of decentralized finance. So it's often misunderstood because we're so used to the exchange of coins, whether that be Bitcoin or just dollars from person to person. That isn't the case here. So the cool thing about this is it was built to be as seamless as possible. DeFi sometimes can be complicated and you overthink things, and you got to go to this site and swap this and swap that. And so we built what's called, or Alan built rather, the Community Builder. And the Community Builder is where you get to see and participate and stake your coins if you want to be a stakeholder. You can see your energy earned, you can see your rewards all from one place. And what's kind of crazy, as Dwayne mentioned, is you don't log into it. There is no login. I've had so many people say, Chris, where's my login? How do I create a profile? How do I log into this? There is no login. You just connect your wallet.
This is how it looks like. I just want you guys to see as we're talking about it. This is the Community Builder. And I think this is version 1.0, right?
Yep.
Refresh the screen up there, Vitaly, and then connect it to your wallet and show them how fast it is to connect.
Connect to wallet. That's it. Boom. It's already connected. My wallet is connected. That's it.
Yeah. There's no login. There's nothing. And so you can see how much is being staked. You can see your rewards. So if you look at Vitaly's screen here, you can see the total energy earned. That's what he's earned in just rewards. So right below that, you see where it says your staked energy. He's got 106 energy coins there that he's staking. All right. And he's making interest essentially on those staked coins. Now, what does that equal? That's 18.87 right now for the week. Mm-hmm. And that will roll into his balance next week. All right. So it
will go here on Saturday, yes. Correct?
Yep. It will roll over on Saturday. And then that balance will then gain interest. It's compound interest, if you guys understand how that works.
Compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe, man.
Yeah, it's incredible, you guys. And you can actually see the minting schedule that we have. We have all of this written down in data for you. But this is really important because once you stake your coins, you can see everything that is happening in real time. So if you bring up that staking schedule, you can see every week how many coins go into circulation. All of this is right here for you. Everything is transparent about this, and that's really, really important.
So can you elaborate a little bit what we are seeing here on this?
Dwayne probably can better than I.
I can. This is the only coin that limits staking. This is called market maker staking because the stakers are the market makers. Okay. So there's a limited amount of coins that can be staked on any given week. And on Saturday at 3:35 p.m., a new batch of coins gets added to the pool. If there's still a batch there that hasn't cleared out, those will still be there. But the reward will produce when there's new stakers that are coming into the contract, new liquidity back in the coin will mint. If there's no new liquidity coming in, the coin doesn't mint, which is such an awesome feature. I can't tell people, really big financial crypto people, they get it because they're like, oh my gosh, that makes the coin so valuable because you're not just putting a bunch of numbers on a screen and endlessly producing this reward like a lot of these yield farming places do. You only produce a reward if there's new liquidity to back the coin. That's huge. And guys, what's really cool is even if we minted every single coin into existence, there would still be less than 4.4 million supply. And that's if we minted every single one in existence. That's providing we have.
How many right now are in circulation?
I think there's about 180,000, roughly 180,000 in circulation between the market, the what's in staking, what's in the Uniswap pool, what people are holding in their wallets.
So there is new coins that will be minted as liquidity rises.
Correct. Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
And
Pretty
you can
awesome.
see right here, we are on week number 3 right now, which is the maximum 15,000 coins. And if you go here to this site, you can see right here that available market makers taken for the week right now is 10,529. And because already 4,000 this week has been staked, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Correct. Yep.
Yes.
And the last reward date was 6th of March. So the next in 7 days, on the 13th of March, we're going to have this go into staking.
Correct. Yep.
And then this is going to rebalance, correct? This is going to go in a different number. It's going to be based on week number 4, which is this one. And it's going to be like this, 19,870 coins.
But that rolls over as well.
That will roll over. And here's the thing, those first 4 weeks, the minting reward are better than they'll ever be again. Okay,
Yep.
so they're actually over 4% compounded a weekly, to be honest with you.
How much is that?
It's
The
over
next week?
20%. Look at your ratio. If you go back to your community builder, if you look at your total energy earned compared to what you have staked, it's about 20%.
Yep, yep.
A little bit less, like
A little bit less, right.
About
But
50%.
that'll change.
That total energy earned could go down by a little bit too, because it'll settle at the end of the week.
Yep.
Here's the beauty of this. If you want to know the beauty of how this works, what happens is more people enter into the pool, your market maker staking pool percentage goes down. So your rewards go down slightly, not a lot. But here's the thing. When people exit the pool because they say, oh my gosh, this coin's going up, I want to take some coins out, I want to put them in on the market, and they go sell them and they add to the supply, your reward of that pool goes up. Your reward goes up in that pool. So
Right.
what you see earned this week right here, this is going to fluctuate. Total energy earned is going to fluctuate, but on Saturday, that number will finalize. Okay. If people go out of the pool, that number is going to rise. If people go into the market maker staking, that number is going to decline a little. And that's how this works. So it's
So if more people stake this week, this is going to go down a little bit.
a little bit, not much, not much. Yeah.
And then at the end of the week, it's going to be 0 or a different number based on the next week.
It'll start the new week on Saturday. It'll be 0 on Saturday. I'll start the new week, and then you'll start seeing the reward come in. Actually, it'll be it won't be 0. It'll be whatever the reward is gonna.
So these coins are going to be added here to the stake energy Y, correct?
Correct, correct. They will roll over to your staking for the week. So yes.
And if somebody wants to unstake, they burn 7.5%.
7.5% burn, and those don't go to anybody. Those are completely burned and removed from circulation. What that does is it prevents people from gaming the system and jumping in and out of staking.
Mhm.
So, which is pretty brilliant.
Yes.
Yep.
Um,
So it's very simple, just so you guys know, we connect with MetaMask. So MetaMask is a wallet, which you can hold your crypto, you can have your Ethereum, USDC, your energy in there. And by simply, if you scroll up, Vitaly, you can show you, all he had to do was click a button, it automatically connected to your wallet. You don't have to go to Uniswap. You don't have to go to these places where it kind of gets confusing. You just connect your wallet just like this.
Yep.
And as soon as you do that, you'll be able to see the balance will show up that's in your MetaMask. As you can see,
let's say you have here 1 Ethereum or 10 or 20 or
Yep.
30. It's going to show here your balance.
Yep.
And then you simply go here and enter the amount of Ethereum that you want to stake. And
Yep.
what it's going to do, as far as I understand, is convert it to USDC, send it to Uniswap by the smart contract, and then release the energy Y and get it to stake it all in this smart contract.
Correct. Correct. Yes. Yep. that's
Magically,
exactly how it
like
works.
do that. You don't need to go to Uniswap or Uniswap and buy the EnergyY coin there, you can simply have your Ethereum in your MetaMask, connect with one button, the wallet, click on stake, and boom, you're in stake in EnergyY. Simple.
Yeah, you know what's really cool, and I do want to make that one thing too clear, is the first time that you stake, guys, there's going to be 3 fees, okay? Because I always get asked about this. 2 of them are a one-time only fee. You have a fee to get into the market maker staking contract. It's about $10. It's a one-time fee. You never have it again. And then you have a fee to enter into the community builder contract, and that's about $10. You'll never have it again, okay? And then you have your gas fee. Now, guys, gas fees can be a little high right now. We all know they're high with Ethereum, but I want you to understand there's a big difference too between just gas fees of just sending coins. Like if you send an Ethereum coin, gas fees maybe $5-7 to send a coin. But when you're dealing with a contract, a smart contract, you're always going to pay a premium for gas fees. Always going to pay a little premium for gas fees. Now, that's still not
a lot of calculations, right? Because of the way that the smart
Exactly. I mean, if they're really high, I tell people just wait till a little bit later on in the day and do them.
I mean, $200, that's what I've been seeing kind of people pay approximately for the fee these days.
You can get them sometimes for $30 to $80. I tell people if you see them in that $30 to $80 range, go, that's a good time to take them. But they can be upwards of 150, 200 bucks. Sometimes I've even seen them higher than that. So that gas fee you'll pay whenever you send coins.
Because right now the Ethereum blockchain is still able to process 15 transactions per second, and it's highly used. Until they transition fully to Ethereum 2.0, we'll have to pay some premium for the gas fee.
Exactly. And I want you guys to understand too the advantages of using Ethereum, okay? Because I know there's Tron and I know there's Binance coin out there. And if you talk to a lot of developers, people on the inside, those developers are going to tell you that Ethereum smart contracts are the most secure. By far the most secure contracts. They are the premium. If you're going to do a smart contract, you really want it on Ethereum. Yes, pay a little bit more, but it's a much better coding intrinsically, and many developers will tell you that.
Yep.
So what else do we see here? What was this total market maker staking balance? What does it mean?
How many coins are in staking?
Total staking. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And this one right here?
That's the total rewards generated from that staking.
Yep.
Okay. Got you.
Yep.
Now the staking is only for 100 weeks, or what happens after 100 weeks?
Good question. The minting of the coin is for 100 weeks. Okay. After 100 weeks, if somebody has at least 25 coins staked in their wallet, we have all these different dApps that are being created. And so 80% of the revenues go to the developers, 20% go to the stakeholders. So if you have 25 coins staked, you're going to be able to share in the revenues of a countless number of dApps. You don't have to be customers of each particular dApp yourself, but all the revenues from all those different dApps, you're going to be able to share in 20% of the revenue if you stake at least.
How the revenue of these dApps are paid by EnergyY?
My energy. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. And like the dApps you're talking about, they'll be using the actual coin EnergyY?
Yep.
Yes, correct. Yep. And this is a completely decentralized financial system. The dApps, they will be launched on the IPFS2, the Interplanetary File System. Guys, this is a really good thing, the Interplanetary File System. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? You've got all different world governments. They have all these organizations. You have no clue what one hand, a lot of times I have no clue what one hand is doing, the other hand is doing, I should say. One hand doesn't know what the other is doing. And then you got other countries and multiple different things. In a centralized server, those can be shut down. On the IPFS Interplanetary File System, it is completely unstoppable. there's no centralized server to shut down because the server is basically the people. I mean, it's so brilliant. Yeah.
Yep. And the speed itself is really important. So just to reiterate to you guys, just, I know some of this can be over your head and some people get overwhelmed, is you can make money by just buying the coins and holding them onto your wallet. You don't have to stake them. And as the coin value goes up, you can earn that difference in the coin price that you purchase at. All right. Same thing if it goes down. Now you also can stake them, which we just talked about. When you stake them, that's when you get that energy staking rewards. Okay, so that 4% weekly through the 100 weeks that we just talked about, that's the second way. And you can take that, you can unstake that at any point in time, take that out. There is a 7% burn fee, so it doesn't make sense to go in and out of staking.
What do you click on to unstake?
To unstake, right there, you would just put it right in that button, unstake and claim.
Here?
Yep, that's it. It's super easy. You guys, it goes right back into your wallet. You swap it, you cash it out, and that money is yours. Okay. So, and the third thing that I like to talk about is the community builder piece, is to share this. There's a 25% referral fee for just sharing it. You don't have to recruit, so you don't have to do any of that, but just sharing the platform. And I will tell you, I've never seen anything grow like this. It's just because it's so fair. It's what we call fair economics. And so you get a link just like this. So at the top of the screen, if you can show them your link here, that's the link, you guys. If you're on this, you go to this link, and you'll see the same thing. You'll see a community builder.
After you stake, you'll
yes,
on this link.
That's how you get it. You have to stake something. It doesn't have to be a full coin. It can be a percentage of a coin, but as long as you stake something, you'll be able to get your own community builder link and start promoting it. We've got certain informational funnels coming out, so you don't have to worry about explaining this stuff. We do webinars. We've got white paper. We've got a lot of collateral coming out to support you, for those of you that want to share this with everybody, to make it seamless. And we're actually building a DApp on the system, which is really cool, you guys. The last time I launched a marketing system for a company, I will tell you, wasn't decentralized. We had over 20 merchant accounts. We were doing about $2 million a month in revenue just in that system. And it was the biggest nightmare, because as revenue came in, we had to figure out the accounting of that and chargebacks and refunds. And then we'd hold the money for 30 days before we could pay people. Vitaly, I know you remember it, because that was our business model. And it was such a hassle. And you've done the same thing with your Bitcoin Wealth Club. So this changes everything, because we don't have to do that. There is no company to do that. As soon as you refer somebody and somebody learns about energy and decides to buy and stake, you make that 15% instantly into your wallet. There's nobody that does anything.
And I think, Chris, it's really important too that we point out how this kind of works, because you have a choice. Okay, you can go buy the coins from Uniswap, you get 100% of your value.
Yep.
When you stake the coins, you get 75% of your value. 25% rewards the community builders. We want to reward the community builders, because as the community grows and more people hear about it, the coin becomes more valuable for all of us. Okay.
Absolutely.
So people say, well, why do I want to give up 25%? I can own the coin 100%. Here's the reason why. When you stake, you have the ability to multiply your coins into many, many, many more. People that are staking right now, just on the minting alone, should see around a 3 to 5 time, maybe even more than that, I'm being conservative, guys, increase in the amount of coins that they put into staking.
3 to 5 times.
3 to 5. It's actually, if we mint all the coins in existence, it would be seven times, but I'm being conservative.
That's in what period in your estimation?
That's in the 100 weeks over the minting. Okay. That's if you were to keep your coins in staking through the 100 weeks, you would make a lot more. You would turn them into a lot more. So by getting that up to 4% compounded every week on your coins that you stake, you're able to multiply your coins into many, many more. Also, you're able to share in the DApp revenues. 20% of all the DApp revenues goes to the stakers. So somebody goes, you know what? I want to stake. I understand. I'm going to go ahead. I'll get 75% of my value to stake. And then 25% goes to community builders. And now you're also a community builder. And when you refer other people on, when you invite other people, you're going to earn 15% of what they stake. It's paid in energy. So if they staked 100 energy, you'd make 15. And anybody they invite on your second tier, you make 10%. So if they invite somebody who stakes 100 energy, you would make 10 energy yourself. Okay. And that's how this works. And one thing I like about it, guys, there's no monkey business with that. We've all seen those systems that pay the 1% out, 2%, 3% a day. The 25% is taken right off the top. You don't even have to question where it comes from. You know exactly where it comes from. It's taken right off the top, given to the community builders, and it's so clean, and it's just unbelievably how clean it is. And once they take and stake, that money pays into your wallet in the blink of an eye, instantaneously. You don't even wait for it. There's no request of a withdrawal. It's literally your money just like that. It's pretty cool. So, yeah.
All right. What I want to ask about this, and thank you for mentioning that. It's amazing.
So much stuff there.
It's amazing
I'm just gonna move.
what is that? Somebody said, okay, I'm just going to buy the coin on Uniswap, but you're going to miss out on all these benefits. Like Glenn mentioned, you're going to generate 3 to 5 times more of the coin. You're going to have the 20% of that revenue, and plus you're going to be participating in the community builder, and by sharing, you can earn more energy Y. Now, as far as I understand, Chris, like we are going to have more user-friendly suite of tools, maybe, or statistics for people who are sharing, maybe to show them more data.
We're going to show the wallets that they invited.
Yeah.
Remember, this is much different than the traditional systems that you guys are used to that show the person's name and their email, right? There's no company behind this. This is all decentralized. So the beauty of the system is it doesn't connect to you as a person, it connects to your wallet. And one thing I was going to suggest that you do, Vitaly, if you see, Vitaly has 104 builder rewards. If you go up to your MetaMask wallet, that you can see those are right in his wallet. Those go right to his wallet.
There they are.
Right there in his MetaMask. He can take those to Uniswap. He can swap them for dollars if he wants. He can restake them if he wants.
I can go right now here to Uniswap. I can click here on trade, and I can click here on this Uniswap. Just look at this. This is available right now for trading if I want to. I just click here on the Ethereum. Click on max, I will calculate, boom. I'll have 18.4 Ethereum right now in my wallet if I want.
I will tell you this, when you sell, it's best to sell little bits at a time, guys, and help the community out. We want people to take profits along the way, but the best way to take profits along the way in a market and grow a healthy market, little bits at a time. And that's what's pretty awesome about this. So.
But it's definitely an advantage to staking right now.
Can you elaborate a little bit again? What causes the price to go up and down?
The supply. It's just all supply and demand. So when you have less coins in the pot and more dollars, the price goes higher. When you have more coins in the pot and less dollars, the price goes lower. And that's where it says pooled tokens down there. That's basically your cookie jar per se.
That's 1 million USDC and 3,000 MGY. So that's together $2 million, right?
Yep, correct.
So when somebody buys, and stakes Energy Y, I see the price go up. Now, why is that?
Because they're pulling from the supply. So if you take those dollars divided by the coins in the pot, you're going to get the price of the coin, because that's based on
divided by this.
Yes. Yep.
Let's do the math. So it's let me bring up my calculator right here. 1 second. So you see the calculator?
Yep.
I want to divide the 1,000,754 divided by 3,017 Energy Y. That's the price.
Yep.
Okay. And how did you got here in the first place? The Energy Y?
The NRGY was triggered into existence once the contract was deployed. The
Mhm,
first liquidity providers put up their own money to own the coin.
mhm.
And then we had other liquidity providers come in. They put up their own money to own the coin. And that started the supply.
So what someone buys, what happens to these two things, USDC and NRGY?
The NRGY goes down and the USDC goes up. Okay. And somebody buys. When somebody sells, the NRG goes up and the USDC
When
goes
somebody
down.
buys, so this number goes up, this number goes down, it means the price must go up.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Supply and demand.
When somebody sells, when somebody unstakes, right? Unstake.
Hmm.
When somebody unstakes, it goes like this, right?
Yep.
NRGY, like this, because
Correct.
they're taking the USDC, convert it to Ethereum, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so when somebody unstakes, the value goes. Okay. Yeah, we just got started a couple weeks ago.
See, in the
Yeah.
traditional traditional centralized market, centralized banks are providing the liquidity. In the DeFi market, the community provides the liquidity. And I could see, guys, this DeFi is just the beginning. We could see the stock market. Imagine stocks. You got dollars and you got a pool of stocks, a cookie jar of stocks, and you could trade dollars for stocks or stocks for dollars. This model works, and believe it or not, it's so much cleaner and so much easier to understand than the centralized system. It also gives average people an opportunity because anybody can be a liquidity provider. In the centralized market, not anybody can be a liquidity provider. This DeFi market, guys, mark my words, it's not gonna happen overnight, but within the next few years, this will be the final nail in the coffin for the centralized banking system. We don't need banks anymore. You can get your loans, you can get everything. You be your own bank by having Bitcoin and crypto and all those good things.
Yep.
This DeFi model is going to dominate. And I'm telling you, you're just hearing about it now, but over the coming year, everything's going to be DeFi, 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 DeFi. You're going to hear it a lot.
And this right here, when we have a new week started, is this new week going to affect the pool tokens of NRGY?
No, what affects those pool tokens of NRGY? We have, when we deployed the contract, there is a supply of 120,000 coins waiting to go in circulation. Okay, we've got to have liquidity providers that are matched up with them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When those go in circulation, they do not affect the price because they're matched with liquidity. They're matched with dollars. And when I say liquidity provider, I'm talking about institutional guys that are doing, $500,000 or more. And so what they're doing is they're matching up their dollars with the coins and they're putting them in that Uniswap pool to put them in circulation. Doesn't affect the price because they've got the dollars with the coins and the price stays the same. It's just that we're able to stabilize the price a lot more when you increase the supply a little. So there are 120,000 coins waiting to be put in circulation, but they have to be matched by liquidity when they are, and it does not affect your price. It does not.
But we'll not have a situation where all of a sudden this NRGY is going to increase with no reason.
It couldn't. It can't. The rules of the smart contract is that it can't. If that NRGY increases, it either means people are unstaking and selling coins and the dollars are increasing, or it means liquidity is coming in from this 120,000 supply. And since the energy is increasing, the dollars are also increasing.
So both of them will increase in this case.
Correct.
And if somebody is going to add liquidity, is going to come here and click on add liquidity here?
They can add liquidity there. They can add liquidity to the liquidity pool. And when you add liquidity, you put an equal amount of both in. So if I wanted to put 10 energy in to add liquidity, I would also match it with 10 times, $333, like $3,300, right? I'd put 3,300 USDC in, 10 energy, boom. And for adding that liquidity, I get a share in those swap fees on Uniswap.
And do you have any institutional liquidity providers coming in?
We have some pretty good guys. I don't want to I want to keep them, you know, anonymous and whatnot.
Right.
But yes, we do have guys that are providing some liquidity and whatnot. So it's a really good thing.
So what we're seeing right now, the 2 million, I mean, it's just the start. We're going to see this liquidity go up significantly in the coming weeks and months.
Absolutely, guys. I think we could see the liquidity. I think by Christmas time, you could hear everybody talking about energy. And I think
Can we hit 100 million in liquidity, you think?
I think we can hit
Yeah,
hit several hundreds of
think so.
millions. I think
Look what other smart contracts have done that aren't in DeFi, right? And what we have here, we haven't even released our apps yet. And I just talked to another guy who wants to bring his whole app and all his user base over. So we are just like scratching the surface of even explaining and telling people about this. I mean, look, Vitaly, you've been in since like this weekend, and look at how far we've gone now in the last, you know, several days. So
I know.
it's just a matter of time. Absolutely. But we have to have the right expectations. I do want to say that it's not always just going to go straight up like a rocket ship. Let's just be honest, right? Like people are going to take their principal out. Maybe they'll take some profits. We tell people to take little chunks at a time. If you're going to take profits, it doesn't make sense to take all your staking out. One, because you hit with that 7% fee, but you're going to lose out on all that staking rewards for those 100 weeks. That's the point. It's like taking money out of a savings account. You wouldn't do it. It doesn't make sense. So yes, you will see the price come up. You'll see it go down a little bit. You'll see it go back up. That's normal,
People
healthy
can
growth.
unstake 5% of the, or 10%. They don't have to unstake everything, right?
Right. It doesn't make any sense. That's the difference here is, you know, you'll see people in other coins that'll just trade in and out of trades and try to find new lows and new highs and all of that. We're not going to see that because it doesn't make sense with this DeFi model with a liquidity pool, because staking is where the benefits are. And to take in and out of that, just you're going to make way more money just staying staked. You know, take profits over time. If you understand that,
Be your own bank. You want to take a little bit of profit, stake, and
it's healthy.
We want people to take a little bit of profit.
Right.
Believe it or not, we want people to sell little bits and pieces. Why? Because you put more supply in for new stakers to come in and buy. Yep. And you know, you're able to take profits, you're able to enjoy life. You know, that's the whole design of DeFi. Everybody has a different degree of financial freedom. That's the beauty of life, you know. So we definitely want people to come in and sell little bits and pieces if they want to, you know. If they say, hey man, this could really, if I could sell this off and go pay my credit card bill for the month or pay my credit card
let's
off.
say they come here and I have here 106 in stake, and I would come here and say I want to unstake 10. Just
you could do that. Perfect.
And then 7.5% of that 10 is going to be burnt.
Be burnt.
Yes.
Yep. See, 7.5 is going to go right back into that Uniswap liquidity pool, and now you're going to increase the amount of coins for new people to buy. We want that supply. This is why this is called market maker staking, because the stakers make the supply. There's only new coins minted if new staking comes in. Literally the stakers of the coin make the market. That's what they're doing. They're making the market. Right. So nobody's ever done this concept where, you know, you limit staking, and the crypto market really says, man, you know, you put finite parameters on something, you do something good, you do it right, you build it fair, you build it honest, and they respond. And that's how this was built, guys. Fair, honest, and right.
Yeah.
So
now I want to also ask about those 25 energy. Right? You need to have 25 energy to receive those 20% revenue down, right? And if you have 50, not 25, are you going to get more or the same as the 25?
Doesn't matter. Once it's all said and done, the revenues are split equally amongst. Doesn't matter if you have 25 or if you have 125. It doesn't matter. Okay, on the revenues. Now, I will tell you this. What matters is on the minting of the coin. The more coins you have staked, the more coins you're going to mint.
Yep.
But on the revenues, You just have to have 25 coins staked, and you're going to get the same amount. Now you could stake 25 coins in your wallet, and you could have a spouse or a business partner that stakes 25 coins in their wallet eventually. But your reward from the revenues is the same as anybody else.
I think it's good. I'm going to stake some more coins.
Yeah, especially within the first, 5 weeks here, it's the best time to be staked. That's why I'm telling people is just to get your coins staked to take advantage of those bonuses, because this time will never happen again. This is so early that it's the highest it will be for staking. And then it goes back down, to the 4% over the 100 weeks, the remainder of the 100 weeks. So there's a serious advantage and incentive to get staked now.
Do it before I jump on the price.
Yeah.
Even
Hey
more.
guys, can I add a little something?
Absolutely, Peter. Hey, hey, I'll tell you what, I got to introduce this guy, but you know him, Vitaly. Dude, he has been tearing it up since day like one. I make a phone call to this guy and I say, hey, we've got this fair and honest project that we're putting out there, and it's going to be really big and whatnot. He heard about it. He goes, I'm in. He didn't even hesitate. He said, I'm in. He told just a few people about it, and they said, oh my gosh, this thing's going to be huge. And they just told this thing has grown into a monster. And he's done a phenomenal job too. Yeah, go ahead and say a few things, Peter.
No, awesome. No, thank you. So I just wanted to share something really powerful with you guys. So I just did a restaking. Okay, so I what's it called? I topped up my staking amount. Okay, I topped up my staking amount. I had approximately 751. Of that, I took out 500. Okay, so of that 500 that were staked, now Dwayne is my direct, okay, upline. So he received 125 coins. Okay, not 125. Sorry, that's 25%.
15%. Well, thank you, Peter. Thank you. 75. I got 75.
75. So take 75, multiply that times 333, and that's what just hit his wallet in a matter of 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's a nice meal in McDonald's. I'm just kidding. It's $35,000.
Yeah, and me actually doing that whole process of staking, doing the fee, the whole transaction took 58 seconds flat.
You were counting?
No, I recorded it in a screen, so that's how I know.
Very nice. It's rewarding to be one of the first, huh, Peter?
Okay,
And now you're
Do
getting.
you guys
rewards.
realize that how soon you are, like being on this call, how early we are on all of this?
And Peter calls me and goes, man, I'm making all this energy. What should I do with it? And I said, dude, you have a right to enjoy life. Sell a little bit. I said, don't dump it all, of course. But I said, go sell $500, $1,000 a day. I mean, that's healthy for the market. So as you guys are earning your energy, if you want to, if you're in a good amount, if you want to sell a little bit, that's healthy for the market. I mean, don't just go dump a whole bunch. We want to make sure that we don't cause that panic, and then that what's called flash crash. But I said, as you guys are making money, the whole point of life is to enjoy it, right? It's to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So go put some supply in there for somebody else to buy and cash out a little bit. You have that right, Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
Awesome. Anytime somebody exchanges Energy Y to Ethereum on Uniswap, right? They are adding essentially they are taking the USDC out of the pool and they're adding more coins, right? So the price just a little bit goes down. So that's why, like you said, taking it like bits and pieces, like 5%, 10%, 3%.
But when we hit 170, Vitaly, remember if this thing first rocketed up, hit 170, of course, those first people that, came in at, $5, $3, whatever, there was some profits taken and it came back down and corrected down to about 90 or 100, right? And then it got back to 140, 170. And now here we are, later on, these things will happen. But I do believe I can back Dwayne on this. I do believe this will be in the thousands eventually. And when the apps revenues start coming in, when more people start seeing this, you guys, the big fish have not seen this yet. And I don't say that lightly, you know, so.
Can you talk about the marketing systems that are being built for this right now?
Yeah, so this is a unique animal, right? Like this isn't just something where you can, it's not like a business opportunity. You can just go out there and market it because it's different. You're not paying with credit card, and there's certain regulations against crypto and trading and finance that, you know, limit us on that front. So we are building a marketing system as a DApp. All right. So the cool thing about it, we have the platform that we're all using. And so we're going to build funnels and explainers and ways for you to use this and market this inside a DApp itself. So you'll use your energy to get the marketing system. It won't be expensive at all, but you'll be able to make money on that whenever somebody gets that system, because it's a DApp. You get a share in the revenue. Plus, I believe it'll be like a 25% referral, kind of just like energy is. So yes, we are in the works of that. I would say with everything Alan has going on, that's about a month out. But we will have a temporary funnel that we'll have here within the next, hopefully, few days. And then you guys can just use that. If you have a ClickFunnels account, you can replicate that. And then once the DApp is done, then you'll be able to use that.
And guys, if you know developers, or you ever had a dream of just something that some of the best ideas or some of the wildest ideas, and you said, man, that would be good in a DApp. Guys, I have a development team that I'm going to be building a pretty awesome DApp. I'm not even going to release what it is, but this is a big market segment in the world. And there's never been anything like it. And I'm going to have a development team start working on this DApp that I believe is going to be a really blockbuster DApp with energy. There's going to be a lot of different DApps out there. So the energy platform is it's really the communities. There's no owner behind energy. There's no company behind energy. This is just like Satoshi Nakamoto gave Bitcoin to the people. Energy's been given to the people in the DeFi space. And so, you know, you guys are free. Yeah.
Do you have any kind of community, like on Telegram, something official or something like that?
We're working on that now.
Yep.
Understand this, because we asked, you know, do we want to do a Twitter page? We want to do that. And we were like, did Satoshi Nakamoto do a Twitter page for Bitcoin? This is really 100% decentralized. You know, you do see some of the coins out there, like the Trons and the Justin Suns behind them, and the Ethereum, what's his name? His name's Vitalik too, I believe. Buddha or whatever. I can't even say his last name. Then you got the Brad Garlinghouse behind Ripple and whatnot. Energy is just like Bitcoin. There's no company behind it. There's no centralized authority behind it. It is 100% more decentralized than probably anything else on the market, especially being that it's on the IPFS, the Interplanetary File System. So it is the community's coin. This is the people's coin. Sure, guys. It's cool.
That's what you're seeing here. ICE, Feather, 6, like this is an IPFS website. That essentially means that they never get shut down. The website. It lives in a decentralized space.
Yeah, I don't think there's. I think we say shut down like because it's traditional, but more so it's just the speed and the access and the efficiency of being on the IPFS is so much more advantageous. Hence why developers want to build on it. There just hasn't been a good medium to do it. Energy brings that to the table, and that's the value there.
And can we go one more time with each column here real quick? So it's
I'll be honest with you. My business partner put this together, and I have to ask him half the time what each one of those columns mean. And he would be able to explain it way better than me. Way better.
I think we'll make a video. We'll have Alan do a video or something, just so we don't have to even try to attack it. Maybe you should. Is there any questions? Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, but let's do Q&A. And real quick, guys, if you wonder again, how do you get started with this? There is a link. If you're invited by me, just reach out. I'll send you the link. If you're invited by somebody else, reach out to the person who invited you to this call and get a link from him, the community builder link. And what you need to do is simply have MetaMask. If you don't have MetaMask, you go to metamask.io and you install the MetaMask on your Google Chrome as a device. and you buy Ethereum or you transfer Ethereum to MetaMask for whatever amount you want to convert to Energy Y, and that's all you need to do. Once you connect the wallet, it's going to show you the balance on the Ethereum, and what you're going to do is you click the amount of Ethereum that you want to stake, you click on stake, and what happens is it's going to show you this transaction. Now the gas fee is $110 right now, which is fine, and after you confirm, it's going to do the process of converting your Ethereum to USDC, then sending it to Uniswap, and taking the Energy Y and put it into the staking, all by the smart contract. It's all doing that behind the scenes, all right? And then you're going to see your stake energy. Then here you're going to see the next week reward, the Saturday, like how many energy you're going to get to your stake energy by the end of the week. Here you're going to see the balance that you have right now on MetaMask, and this is going to be increasing with as you use your link to build a community. Pays 15% first level and 10% the second level. Yeah, and you see the stats, and that's it. Like, that's how.
And one thing I want to point out right now, guys, you want to do this on a computer. Okay, we are working on the mobile version, but we're smoothing out some errors on the mobile version. Understand, the community builder is a dApp that's built upon Energy. Okay, it's a dApp that's built upon Energy. So do it from a computer for right now. We are working on that mobile version, so it'll be working smoothly and efficiently here, hopefully in a few days. So
cool. Guys, do you have any questions? Please let me know right now. I'm excited to see the first dApp, and I think you mentioned something. I don't know if you want to reveal the name yet, but it's going to be one of these platforms using Energy Y and
Trade Genie, and it connects to people, somebody's TD Ameritrade account, and trades stocks automatically. And I know we have a lot of crypto enthusiasts here, but guys, I trade stocks too. I love trading stocks. There's some really good profits to be made in the stock market. You'll see some phenomenal moves over there as well. So that app will trade stocks automatically for people, which is pretty cool. It's called Trade Genie, and it'll be out soon.
Yeah, somebody asked, do the energy rewards automatically go to your staked energies? And yes, they are rolled over. Remember, there is that compound interest effect, right? So your staked rewards this week that'll show up there, those will roll over into the next week, and so on and so forth for 100 weeks.
amazing.
Will there be an energy card? So that's like saying, will there be a Bitcoin card? Bitcoin wouldn't make their card, but there could be a dApp where people could, work with energy in that way. That's the power of that. It's no different than the Bitcoin BitPay cards that I use in my wallet when I travel. That would be an dApp application.
Is there a minimum amount to start? No, there's
Good idea.
No minimum. As long as you pay the gas fee. Yeah. Very simple.
Any thoughts on moving to Tron blockchain or Binance? No, this is the smart contract it works with Ethereum. It's just the nature of the beast. I believe the fees will change over time, but it's just the necessary evil, but it works great. It's secure. That's the important thing.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. Any other questions, guys? And again, come back to the person who invited you to the webinar, private message, the person who invited to your email back, and get your link to get started.
Yep. Are you going to have a replay of this? Where are you going to post this webinar, Vitaly, so people can use it?
I'll post it I open up the Telegram group for this. I'll post right there. Okay. And if somebody else invited you, they'll probably send me the replays asked this person.
Perfect. And if you send me the replay of this, I'll put it
in
the new funnel.
It's okay.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Vitaly, how are you? How are you guys?
All right.
Doing awesome. This is my dear friend from Israel. He is a business mogul here. in Israel. So it's kind of big deal. And he loves DeFi. He joined already.
Yeah, yeah.
And why he likes it. So yeah.
Yeah, and behind me you can see the Nazareth.
I love it, man.
Yes.
I was just gonna say that view behind you. That's not an
amazing.
artificial blue view.
No, no.
That's real.
This is the Nazareth. You can see from here behind me, maybe 1 kilometer. This is the place that Jesus been and grow up there. So it's here.
Awesome. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Yes, guys. I would like to ask some questions if it's okay from you.
Yes. Go ahead.
I would like to know who the token work with smart contract. Yes.
Yes, it deals with smart contracts. Yes.
Perfect. Who the company that did the audit for the smart contract?
That'll be coming out. My business partner, he handles that side of things. I'll be honest with you. I don't handle the development and the programming side and the audits and stuff. He has that, but it is coming out. He told me the name the other day, but I don't remember it. Be honest with you.
Because this is very important. I do some of the DeFi project, and if this is the real project, it's supposed to be somebody that do the audit, that people would know that their money is very safe. So this is very important information that I would like to know, and I would like to know if it's DeFi project, it's supposed to be in DeFi pools. That this is the monitor that all the DeFi project and all the big project is there. So if you're supposed to be there or no, because now the project is not there.
On what polls? Are you talking about CoinMarketCap or?
DeFi pulse you're talking about?
No. In CoinMarketCap, it's not there also, but this is the monitor for
right here.
Yes, it's supposed to be here. All the biggest project that get the DeFi and get the audit supposed to be here.
DeFi
So
pulse.
here you can get all the information about the project that really DeFi and really get the audit and they are like safe.
So I guess we're going to get there to this list, right?
Yes, very good. Hey, that's some very good information that you gave me. We do have the audit. The audit will be out here within a day or two, guys. The audit's coming out, and the audit's been done to show how good it is. He's handled that. We did pass the audit and everything. I'll be honest with you. I've been in the crypto space for a long time. That's the first I've ever seen the DeFi pulse. So you actually gave me a little bit of education. So
no, DeFi pulse. This is the monitor that all the DeFi project is there. So you can go to every project that is there, and you can see what's the company that did the audit, and you can see all the white paper of there.
Good information. Good information. I will pass that on to my.
I think there is a DeFi list application that if you go here.
Yeah, because I already in the project, but if I want to put people that really understand in DeFi, the first question, who did the audit, and the second questions, if the company in DeFi pools. So this is the two questions that everybody asked me, and I need to know the answer, because company that have audits, there is no problem to that everybody know about that. And this is very important information.
I'll get that for you. So good things. Good things.
And regarding the CoinGecko, when we're going to get listed there, I think it's related to liquidity.
Liquidity and my business partner, you got to apply on CoinMarketCap to be listed, and they want to see Twitter pages and Facebook pages and all that, which really isn't centralized, but what we're talking about doing is temporarily setting one up so that we can get listed over there. So we're going to be discussing that here a little bit more, but we're on top of it. I'll tell you that. We're on top of it.
So we're coming in there soon.
Yep.
MarketCap and CoinGecko.
Correct.
You
Week
guys
3.
you realize how early you are.
Week 3.
We are week 3, and yeah, so you're early on. We'll soon get there to the coin market cap.
It's early. It's really early. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome,
Hey,
awesome.
And by the way, thank you for the DeFi Pulse information and whatnot. I really appreciate that. So thank you so much. Yep.
I understand that this token and all the project is very, very young. So it's not, I understand it's not supposed to be there because it's too young. But if it's real business, if it's real token, if it's real project, in some time, in the timeline, it's supposed to be there because, this, it's like Coin Market Cap, like CoinGecko, the same to DeFi is DeFi pools. This is the monitor. This is
All
the
right.
monitor.
We'll get it over there.
And
So,
thank
Thank you very much.
More people just going by DeFi pools. They'll see there our project in July, and they'll want to participate.
yep. Absolutely. Most definitely.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, great job, guys. Awesome job, Vitaly.
Yes.
If you guys have any questions, get back to whoever sent you to this presentation, and I'm sure they'll help you through it.
Yep. I think we're going to wrap it up. Yeah, we're at 90 minutes right now. We don't want to keep it too long. So yeah, everything, rewatch the webinar if you need to. We're going to come up with the tutorials and the explainers, and all of that is coming out. I know Chris is working hard behind the scenes on this. And for now, guys, anything I can help you with, I will set up the pages and the funnels and everything like that. I'm here for you to help you. So it's like spreading the message about Bitcoin, I feel, in some way. Maybe in the early. So yeah, let's help spread the message about this coin. I like it.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
Let's
Enjoy
do
it, guys.
All right. So thank you,
All right.
Duane. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everyone. You guys are awesome. And yeah, we'll see you on the inside. Bye
See
for
ya.
now.
Bye-bye.
Make sure you do it in the Chrome browser. This only runs on Chrome. So it doesn't matter whether you're using a Mac or a PC, but you must do it on a laptop or a desktop computer. It won't work on your phone. So go to a desktop computer and go to metamask.io and download it here, and it will download in seconds. And what it ends up doing is giving you you'll see this little fox icon up here. So you'll have one of those. So click on that once you've downloaded it, and you will see that you will get a wallet, an Ether wallet. And what you want to do is get some Ether in that wallet. So however much you want to put into this, buy that much Ether. And you can either buy it or you can send it to your wallet address. So you just click on buy. If you want to buy it with a debit or credit card, click on continue to wire, and it'll open up here, and you just put in how much you want to buy. So if you wanted to buy $1,000 worth of Ether, it will show you the total that you'll need to pay, and you just go through that next, and you pay with a debit card, and it automatically send that Ether to your MetaMask wallet. Now, you can also, of course, just send Ether you might have on an exchange somewhere or on a hard wallet. You click on buy again, and you can just click on view account, and it will show you your Ether address there. So you just send your Ether to that address. And once your Ether is sitting in your MetaMask wallet, then you click the link in the description below, and that will take you back to the Community Builder page. And what you want to do is connect your wallet. And remember, your MetaMask is already here in your browser, so make sure you are doing this on the Chrome browser. You click on connect wallet like this, and it will automatically connect to your wallet, and it will show you your balance, however much you've got. I've just put just under 1.5 Ether in here, but you see it's connected like that. Okay, now to stake, what you need to do is just go to your Ethereum here, click on that and enter the amount that you want to stake. So I'm going to put all of mine in. Actually, I'm going to put 1 point, because you need to allow for the fees. So let me try 1.2 and see what that says. Now, the thing with the fees, as you know, with Ethereum, it costs you what's called the gas fee, which is the transaction fee. And that's normally, if you're just sending Ethereum, it's normally around, $5, $10, maybe $15. But on smart contracts, it's really expensive. So you're looking at around $200 at the moment. When I checked this earlier, it was $390 just in the gas fee. So I'm going to try it again now and see what it is. About $200, I think, is about an average. If you want to mess about and try it at different times, you might get it for $100 or maybe 60, 70. So it might be worth just checking at different times of the day. But I'm just going to see what it comes up with now. Yeah, look, $224, which it's about $200 is about right. So that'll be 1.3 in total. I'm going to reject that because I want to put more in. So if I do 1.4 and see what that comes up with. Yeah, that's not, I won't have enough for that. So I'll reject that one. So do 1.35, say. Yeah, I've got enough to do that. It's $238 fee. So I'm just going to go for that one. Click on confirm. And it says transaction in progress. So I'm just going to pause the video because that can take, because the Ethereum network is really congested at the moment, hence the massively high fees that people are paying. I'm just going to pause that because that could take about an hour. I just got a notification on my desktop that transaction has confirmed. And as you can see, my Ether balance has now dropped accordingly. So if I scroll down, you can now see where I am. I've now got 3.664877 energy tokens. I think they're about, actually it tells you how much they are at the top. $500 each. So I've now got 3.66 tokens staked. And as you can see, it says your expected rewards this week are about 0.67. This changes roughly throughout the week, but that's a rough estimate. And at $500, what's that? That'll be about $350-ish. That's not bad for a week, just sitting there doing nothing. Now, why I really like this, and you'll see it when you watch the video. So, but why I really like this is because it's completely decentralized. And what that means is there is no company behind it. You're not sending your money to any company and hoping that they don't run off with it. So there's no such thing as an exit scam with this kind of thing. I've got full control of this wallet. No one can touch this apart from me. So if I want to get that money back, all I need to do is come back up to here and enter the amount that I want to unstake. And then that goes back straight into my MetaMask wallet. It's that easy. No one else has control of this. So no one can run off with my money.